Roy Williams rides toward a group of nearly a dozen riders on horseback. His dark brown stallion expertly climbs a ridge overlooking pristine, saguaro-checkered wilderness. Williams is known as Grandpa by his family, friends, and guests. He's a rancher by livelihood, with a bushy white mustache and a well-worn tan cowboy hat. Williams sits confidently in his saddle as he tells the tales of his wilderness.
There's a group in here mining, and then when they made it wilderness in 1994, they had to move out all the mining stuff.
Two riders in this group look curiously toward Williams. They're from Austria.
Go ahead and tell them about it in German, Maren.
Die will er immer jedem andrehen, der hier vorbeikommt. Funktioniert aber nicht so ganz.
It may seem odd to hear German in the Arizona wilderness, but 75 to 80% of the guests to the Williams family ranch hail from Europe, and many of them are from Germany. Roy Williams and his wife Carol began taking on guests in 1992 to pay back debt incurred on their land. One of the first guests happened to be a German author.
So she wrote this really, really nice article. Carol and I made the centerfold of this magazine. They took a picture of us down in the river with our dogs and our horses, and by her publishing that and our phone number and everything, we started getting people.
The publicity gave the Williams Ranch a boost. One guest was so impressed she created a website and travel company for the ranch, bilingual in German and English. She carefully chooses guests who she thinks will jibe with the Williams family. Both Roy and Carol have lived in Arizona nearly all their lives. They stable 20 horses and work 100 head of cattle, not enough to pay all the bills. Sam Williams is Roy and Carol's nephew. He says the ranch life is hard, but real.
It's an old, rustic place that it's only supported by its family. We all have to pitch in with our money to keep it alive.
Wir wollten wirklich keinen Komfort und wirklich das wirkliche Leben eines Cowboys miterleben.
Sylvia Bahn is a police officer from Austria near Salzburg. She's traveling with her friend Daniela Chergitz, a secretary. The pair wanted no comfort in their Arizona vacation and wanted to experience the life of real cowboys.
Life on the ranch is not as superficial as life in the city, I'd say, where people only care about their hairstyle, their clothes, and the latest shoes.
Guests to the Williams family ranch can do as much or as little as they want with the family. They eat meals either in the house or under a covered porch. Everyone prays together in the living room, holding hands near a wood stove. A generator powers the ranch house after dark when the solar panels rest. Maren Laurent sits on the porch after a steak dinner. She's from southwestern Germany and has been visiting the ranch for years, taking weeks or months to enjoy the wilderness.
Just going back and living a simple life for a while, I think that's at least attracts me. Nothing's going to bother you out here, and you just can take all the time you want. So
Laurent says the Williams offer their guests a chance to be part of the family. Sam Williams even married one of the ranch's German guests, Tamara.
That's what we're about. It's just old-time neighborly stuff.
Carol Williams is called Granny by everyone at the ranch. She sits with Tamara as rain hits the porch roof. Carol Williams has a broad smile. Her silver hair is tied in a tight bun. She says all she has to offer people is hospitality.
I am really happy that people can come out and see the country like for the reason that we bought it. It was like coming home.
Both Carol and Roy Williams have modest goals for their ranch. Roy Williams says he'd like enough business to stay solvent. Along with his European clientele and other guests, he'd like to open his ranch to local disabled children, to expose them to the wilderness. For KJZZ, I'm Tony Ganzer.